Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from cloudy San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, and purposeful coach and speaker in the world. Sometimes you just have to trust the process and Forrest Gump it. You just have to trust the process. Now, one of the beautiful things about creative people and talented people, and also the Achilles heel of them, is the idea and thought that there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way. I can do this a better way. There's got to be a smarter way. I love new realtors coming into Keller Williams, of course, the largest real estate firm in the world. And the systems and models of the top producing teams and agents have been documented for over a decade. Gary Keller put together a book called The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, which has all of the different models that ensure if they're followed, they'll produce success. Now, also, on that cover that I love is it says that everybody misses, it's not about the money. It's about becoming all that you can possibly become. So don't get weird like, oh, they are just about money. No, sucker, we ain't just about money, but like Zig Ziglar says, it's not everything, and it does rank right up there with oxygen in the gotta have it category. You don't have to keep your million, give it away. But don't make an excuse because, well, yeah, that's a money thing. A lot of people have a hang up about that. So sometimes you have to trust the process. So talented individuals and creative individuals will look at a system and a model and many times dismiss it because of its sheer simplicity. The sheer simplicity is almost an offense, thinking you have got to be kidding. That's all I have to do. Well, there's a better way I can do it. There's a different way I can do it. Well, I don't like the way that script sounds. It doesn't sound like me. Well, sugar child, that's because it sounds like a realtor earning $500,000 a year. Who do you want to sound like? You have to learn the language of the business, and you have to become skilled in that process and sharpen the saw. And there is a process. So what do I mean by Forrest Gump it? It almost feels like you have to dumb it down a little bit to develop mastery of the basics. And for those of you who have seen the original Karate Kid with Daniel-san and Mr. Miyagi, if you remember the scene in the backyard where Mr. Miyagi wisely and patiently had Daniel-san wax on, wax off, paint up, paint down, there was a moment where Daniel-san got very, very aggravated, very upset, was certain that Mr. Miyagi was just manipulating him and using him to paint his fence and wax his cars. Didn't realize he was waxing his own car, did he? And he said, "This is ridiculous. I can't believe it. I can't believe you made me do this. Why are you making me do this?" He just went out of control. So that's the frustration of mastery, because it's time on task over time and sharpening the saw over and over and over again. So Forrest Gumping it is this. If you remember in the movie Forrest Gump, I mean, my man was just out of sorts everywhere he went. "What are you, stupid boy?" "Stupid is as stupid does, mama says." Remember that? Out of sorts. Until he joined what? The military. When he joined the military, there was models. There was systems. There was structure. There was leadership. There was accountability. There was clarity in the execution of his required craft. His job was very clear. There was a scene where they were putting their rifles together and boom, 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 he got it done. Done, drill sergeant. The drill sergeant came over and said, "Hot damn, Gump, how did you do that so quickly?" And my favorite line for coaching and Forrest Gump, he said, "I just did what you told me to do, drill sergeant." Y'all, I think Solomon should have put that in the book of Proverbs. "I just did what you told me to do, drill sergeant." Forrest Gumping it. Sometimes you got to trust the process. Sometimes you got to trust your mentor. Sometimes you got to trust the coach. Sometimes you got to trust that although it seems and feels like wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off, what's really happening is the wisdom of the sensei is building and creating a habit that will ultimately, once formed, be the difference between giving you a fish to eat for the day and teaching you to fish so that you can eat for a lifetime and one day even serve other people. So remember this today. If you feel frustrated in the development of your skill set, just Forrest Gump it, man. Just Forrest Gump it. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Follow the wheel that's already been invented. Follow the process. Don't dismiss it or show it contempt for its simplicity. And simply do what Drill Sergeant told you to do. You guys have a great day.